across the fruited plain from coast to coast. But in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers at Jordan-Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. So Georgia's offense will start this game off. The Deep South's oldest rivalry will stir deep emotions. And just last year, Auburn gave the Dogs a big scare early in the third quarter, but man, did Georgia pour it on late.
Yeah, it was still 31-13, but there were some moments, there were some cracks, but Georgia took care of business. And I tell you what, Jesse, this is beginning to be a very one-sided rivalry. Auburn needs to show up. Like, Georgia's had back bragging rights year after year after year. Auburn's got to shut these guys up.
Yeah, Georgia's won 8 in a row now in this rivalry. You're right. I think the big key for Auburn, they've got to be able to get pressure on the quarterback. Could not do it consistently against Carson Beck. Big reason why Carson Beck did not turn it over in this game last season. That had been a problem for him early in the year. Auburn's defense has to play big today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Branch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast. Understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Auburn Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
To the air, it's Knight. Fires to the tight end.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. trying to beat him to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese.
Turning it on! They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Might be calling a hot route. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Faulk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, it's just so fun. It seems like Auburn finds these guys every single year. They've always got those guys that are fast, that are athletic, that can run, and they build their defense around them, and this is a guy that they'll do it again this year, and that's why Auburn's defense is going to be good.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over. Nice job.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets rid of it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Here comes the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football. Establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Makes the catch. It's Kane.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pulls it in. It's Cobb. There he got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. During the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Bell. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give on the option.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Georgia sends out the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Complete to start this drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Henderson. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle. The offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Henderson.
It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for room. It's Frazier. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Makes the grab on the shuffle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That brings them to within 1. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the left. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Now they'll run it on the toss. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Nice grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. To the air, it's Stockton. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And the returner goes down. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll move the tight end. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
They'll try to get outside. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Auburn going to work with another first down. Goes to the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab past the marker. They knock him down. He's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He'll take it himself.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Knight. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Gives it on the option. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense
And the quarterback pulled up to and sacked at the 12. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. Gashing the knee on the right. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Auburn lines up quickly. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The Tigers extend that lead, and in the Deep South's oldest rivalry, looks as if the Dogs are in deep trouble.
Yeah, and this is Great sign for Auburn fans who've had to hear it for a while. Georgia's dominated this series of late. Auburn dominating today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground with the back. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run play action. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him. And he gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. At the 45, on his way. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Davidson. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it on the left. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Auburn. And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but He
hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Looking for a man. It's Knight. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the offense on 3rd down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job.
Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
This might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
To throw, it's Stockton. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to sling it on second down. The short hands. It's Young. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Wants to keep it in the air. He wants a big play here late. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
It is